right. Hello, Miss Sheila. Yes, thank you for joining us live. We got Sharon, we've got Rosa, we got Deshaun. What's up? What's up, everybody? Yes. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for joining me today. We are kicking off the Hot Coaching Business series. I think I right. High Coaching Business Summer Series. That's it. We're kicking this off. And so today's training is all about people who are starting their coaching business or just want to refresh, get everything refreshed, restarted, rebranded. And this is going to be a great training for you because today I'm going to share with you what you need to know. What you need to know before we get started. So let me do my little commercial in the beginning and we're going to get started. Every time I hear that song, I always like it. Yes. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. All right. So look, y'all, I'm getting all silly. But again, thank you everyone for joining me. I am super excited. So you guys know I like to get right into things. Let's see. So today we're going to be talking about what you need to know before you start your coaching business. And guess what? For those of you who are joining me today, right now, you get the 30-day launch plan. So if you're right into launching your coaching business, launching a new coaching program, a new course, a new show, a new podcast, whatever it is, this 30-day launch plan is going to help you do that. Go to alisemichelle.com/1 month and you can download. It's also going to be in the comments, okay, or in the description of this video, especially if you're watching it, that help us get through. Okay, I just saw my camera act all funny. Okay. I live near airport, guys. So sometimes, I guess there's certain times there's a lot of flights going through, and as soon as one goes over, my camera just goes out. And I'm hooked up and everything. But anywho, okay, we're good now. Let me make sure we're good. Let me do that. Hello, Pam. Hello. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit more together than this. But y'all know I'm all about doing it ugly. As long as you doing it. That's the whole point. As long as you are doing it. Doing it. Let's see. All right. So look, we look like we're good. So make sure you download it. Yes, Cheryl, you lost me for a second. Okay. All right, great. Download this 30-day launch plan. It's phenomenal. Like I said, inside the coaching business simplified, we are doing co-working sessions around finishing what we are started. And this 30-day plan is helping you finish, get started, and get the client. So if you don't have this, go download it. It probably will be free for the rest of the month to business, just be honest. And then after that, it will go into my digital store. So get it while you can because the price is going to go up. All right. Okay, Elise. All right. So look, let me ask you this. Do you get confused on what you should do and not do? Am I the only one who gets a little confused? Let me know in the comments. Put it like a one or give me a smiley face or say, yes, that's me, whatever you want to put. But give me let me know, am I the only one who gets confused about what you should do and what you should do and not do? Because there's a lot of things going out there that tell us to do it this way. This is the only way to do it. Let me give y'all 411. Like everyone is saying you should do reels and you should be dancing on reels, or you should be doing TikToks, or you should be doing Instagram. There's a lot of things about Instagram training. And you're like, okay, what do I do? Do I do reels? Do I post? Do I do carousels? Do I do webinars? Do I do groups? I mean, there's so much. So if you're like me, I got totally confused. Look, I met this lady a couple years ago. Her name is Debbie Smith, right? And so I was all over the place trying to decide on what I wanted to do, where I wanted to work. And this is really before social media was big like it is. Okay. And hello, Kima. Oh my gosh. Hello, Kima. So glad to see you with me today. But I was all over the place. And so Bevy came and she spoke to the class. It's like the whole school. And if you guys don't recognize her, she was a talk show host on Bravo. And I think the show was called Fashion Police. She just released a new book. She's like a phenomenal, right? So after Bevy spoke, I went up to her. Her speech was about living your purpose or doing your purpose or dream or something like that, right? So that fit right into where I was in my business. I was transitioning from selling art to actually coaching other people. And so I have been listening to all these people say, you need to do this, you need to get into speaking, you need to write a book, you need, I was just like, but I was so all over the place. So I went to Bevy and I asked Bevy, about yeah, what should I be doing? This is what I want to do. I have a passion for doing this. And she looked at me and she said, what do you do here at the school? And I told her that I taught marketing. I teach. I've been here for, I think at that time, I had been there for about 16, 17 years at that time. And she looked at me and she said, so you want to speak? Because I thought that's what I wanted to do. Like I thought I wanted to just launch my speaking career. And she said, so you want to speak? And I said, yes. She said, well, honey, I don't mean to bust your bubble, but you already doing that and you're getting paid to do that right now. So move on to something else. When she said that to me, I was like, okay. Okay, because I had all this like I had signed up for a speaking class. I was probably in Toastmaster at that time. I was reading a book on how to start your speaking career, all this kind of stuff. And Bevy said, mm-mm, "You're already doing that. Move on. What's your next step?" Okay, crushed me, literally crushed me. But it also inspired me to let me know that look, just because someone says that that's the way that they did it necessarily doesn't mean that that's your way. And a lot of people were not like that person wasn't in a position as me. They hadn't been teaching as long as I have. They hadn't been speaking in front of the group. And the more I thought about Bevy's conversation with me, I thought about, oh my gosh, you have spoken at the White House in front of Congress, in front of hundreds of people. Like, what are you talking about? You need a speaking career. You already have one, girl. Clearly. Bust my bubble, but moved me into a new direction to let me know that there was multiple ways to do things. It wasn't just one way. So look, I want to share with you that there are a lot of myths out there. There are a lot of fairy tales out there that are floating around the internet. There are myths that they tell you that you have to do it this way. If you don't do it this way, then you're not going to be successful. I'm going to just go ahead and bust those bubbles today and let you know there's other ways to do that. So let me know if y'all ready for that because I'm ready to share that. I'm ready to bust these myths. Okay, so today, like I said, I'm going to talk about what you need to know before you start your coaching business. And so grab your pen, get your notebook, and let's get started. Yes, girl. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, I love these comments coming up. All right. Love them. Good. So get your pen, get your paper, because I'm about to bust some bubbles. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So here's the first myth that we hear a lot. And I'm going to be honest, I think I probably threw it out there too until I started implementing it and realizing that this is really consuming. And that is to post every day, no matter what. Post every day, no matter what. How many of us have heard that? Probably implement. You probably heard it from me. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna be honest. You probably didn't heard it from me because that's what I thought you should do. And then I realized that when you're having a bad day and you really don't feel like posting, you feel guilty because you didn't post on social media. And I realized that y'all that's a posting every day. That's a total myth. Here's what you should be doing. Here's what you should be thinking about. And this is what I think about when I think about posting every day, no matter what, because we tend to post things that just to be posted. I always think of it as over accessorizing. You see, like this girl with all these bows in her head, like it's just too much. It's just too much. All she probably needed was that nice little blue bow. She would have been great. And sometimes that's the way all we need is one good post to get things going. So this is what we're going to think about, right? Sharon says, I've heard and tried to do this and couldn't keep up with it. I can't either. I got a life. I really do. And I enjoy the life that I have. And I try to immerse myself in that life. So look, here's what I like to talk about is what I call the share method. And I talk about this a lot inside of this YouTube video on how to sell coaching services online. I go through the whole share method in more detail. I don't have time to go through the whole method with you today, but note that in this video on YouTube on how to sell coaching services online, I go in really great detail. Okay. So here's what I recommend using when it comes to sharing online. You can use the share method and you don't have to do it every day. I think every other day, every 3 days. But if you follow these steps or use the letters or acronym for the share method, it just makes it easier to post without feeling overwhelmed. Okay. So the S stands for stories. So if you can post something that shares a story telling people where you are, where you've been, what life was before, and what life is now, that's going to get some traction. That's going to help you get engagement. That's going to help you position yourself. And those stories can be a picture of you, what you were before, right? If you are like a weight loss coach, but I don't know how many of you are weight loss coaches, you can share a before picture and then an after picture, right? Inside of the coaching business simplified co-working session yesterday, one of the members shared that she had lost 80 pounds. And that was a story alone. It was a short thing. When she said she lost 80 pounds, we were like, what? What? So if she shared a before picture, or she could share an after picture and say, guys, I was 80 pounds heavier this time last year, right? Everything was going on, blah, blah, blah. And this is how I did it. That would be a post that will get super engagement and it's going to perk her ideal client's attention. Okay. The other thing that you can post are how to's, how to do something. Right? People love demos. People love sharing with them how to do something. Again, if you were in the co-working session, I walked Pam through how to retarget an ad. That was a how-to right there. So you can do that as well. You can also share answer questions. So if you see people who have questions, answer those questions. If you see those questions inside of another group, post that question on your page and answer it, especially if you know how to answer it. You can choose to do it in video form. You can choose to do it in written form. Okay, you can also choose to do it in audio form. You can just answer questions. If you also have referrals, right? And I like to talk about referrals as in what do you recommend? Like you refer this product or service to someone. You can post that. People always want to learn a new tool. A new what are you using in your business? People ask me that so much. And I can just post it. Hey guys, this is what I'm using right now. Okay. And you can also explain to people. That's the next thing. Is to explain to people what it is that you do, how you help people. You can explain your method. So this, how many is this? One, two, three, four, five. That's 5 different posts that you can post and you can do them every other day. You can do them once a week, right? You can do what is it? 2 a week. But if you think about the share method, it just makes posting a whole lot easier for you to do. And you don't have to worry about trying to post every day, even when you don't feel like doing it. Okay. So again, I go in a lot more detail about the share method inside of this video on how to sell your coaching services online. So if you want more detail about the share method, go watch that video on YouTube, write it down so you can go back to it. Okay. All right. So let's cover this second myth. The second myth is creating content isn't important. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. Creating content isn't important. Y'all, I've seen people say this. I've seen people say, you ain't got to do no content. Content, girl, just, run an ad. Do that. Y'all, look, when you run an ad, you need content. If you are to say, okay, you can sign up and get a 10K client in 3 days. You need content to make that happen. Even if that's sending out an email, that's content. But anyway, let me just break this down, okay? And content is king. Content is what makes everything work. You can have the most beautiful celebrity endorsing you, but that celebrity has to say something. She can't just stand there and be pretty and hold up the product. No, people want to know, okay, how is this going to benefit me? How's this work for you? What's the story behind it? Okay, so content is king. Know that. And that's why I created the Coaching Business Simplified because I know content gets in people's way. Content will stop you from posting. Content will stop you from showing up because you're saying in the back of your head, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to post. I don't know what to write. And if you're like me, I'm not really a strong writer. Like I could talk myself through anything. But if you say write your way through it, I'm like, ooh. Right then, I got to write two proposals for a client who was interested in me doing some consulting work, and I'm like, I'm like, I'm struggling my feet because I got to write it. Right, I'm gonna get some help though. Anywho, but content is king, and you must start to you not must. You have to figure out a way to incorporate it into your marketing. Okay, and I'm gonna share with you some of the ways you can do that. So, content, what is content? Content that promote a brand but is intended to stimulate interest in your products or service. So that's the difference than just writing something like in your journal. This is content that is helped to brand you but also brings interest to your products and service, right? So Pam says you are so right. People are looking for story and they want what's in it for them. They only that only happens with content. Yes, it only happens with content. It's no longer having a pretty face on a product that's going to get it. They want to know the why. They want to know, they want a little bit more detail, and that requires content. So, what is the content that you can share? You can do videos. You can do videos or you can blog. Now, I'm going to say videos because videos are just easier for me to do. I remember I told you I wasn't a really strong writer, but I can talk my way through paint, right? But you got videos or you can blog. So if you're a strong writer, you can blog. Blogging is not dead. Honestly, look, now I'm not saying we all have to do this. We should all be blogging. I should be taking my videos, embedding them on my website, on my blog platform, and writing a simple caption underneath. That's what I should be doing. But I'm be honest, I hadn't had time to do that. I'm gonna have to hire that out for someone to help me with that because that's a lot. And I'm still doing good without incorporate that into my business. I just want to do better. That means I'm gonna have to get help. I'm not saying that, but so I'm still saying to those of you who might not be comfortable with video and you are really good with writing, start blogging. Start blogging at least once a week and then sharing that blog with your people on social media. Share that blog content with your email list. If you're more comfortable with video, then share the video. Sometimes, and I'm fault of this as well, I do these great videos, but then I don't share it with people. Right now, there's about five of you are watching me here, and it's about three or four of you watching me on Facebook. Okay. Do y'all know how many more views I get in replay? I get a lot more. I even get more when I send out an email to people to tell people to watch the replay of my video. So, video content, the other part of it is if you're not comfortable with videos, then do podcasting, do audio. I really like audio really well, but I started with YouTube. Audios allow you not to have to worry about putting on makeup, right? I had to put a face of makeup on, right? Face of makeup. I had to put makeup on my face. If you're great with live streaming. So I like video, but I like doing it live. We talked about that also in the co-working session. I do live video because it commits me to doing the content. If I say that I'm going to do a pre-recorded video, I'm going to do it from my phone and then edit it and then I'm going to upload it later, I procrastinate. Live makes me commit to it. I say I'm going to go live every Thursday at 12 o'clock. I committed to that. I spend a couple of days before creating my slides and then I show up. Sometimes pre-recorded stuff just don't work for me, right? So this gives you an option of the type of content you can do. You can do videos, you can do podcasting, you can do live streams, or you can do blogging. These four different types of content fit different personalities. Everyone is not video. I get it. Everyone ain't gonna do no lives. I understand that as well, right? But podcasting, if you can talk into a mic, you can do a podcast. If you're great at writing, then it's just write, right? But content is where we are going to stand out. We're going to be able to share our brand with more people, get more brand awareness. Because again, if people don't know you, they won't buy from you. And so I'm trying to give you the skill set and the tools to help you get known so that people would buy from you. And I choose tools for everyone's skill set and their comfortability and their personality. All right. So that was myth number two that I wanted to bust. Okay. All right. So let me know if you feel like you're getting value from this. Let me know if this is making sense to you, that these are things that you hear and that you have sort of subconsciously taken it in and thinking that you have to do it this way. I just want to let you know that you don't. You don't. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it your way. Yes, you can. You can do it your way. Awesome. So let's go through myth number three. Myth number three. Myth number three is wanting instant results. Instant results. Cheryl says right on the mark. Thank you, Cheryl. Right? We want instant results. We think that when we post something, that we should get the results, especially when we see these coaches online who post that they got 1 million views or they got 10K in 3 days. Again, they don't share with you the before story, they just share with you the instant results. We see people who have these thin little waists, right? And we don't see the work that they had to put in. We don't see the food that they had to eat. So I like to tell people, if you are falling into this instant results that you expect to happen, that I post something and I expect to go viral, I want you to start to readjust your expectations. I want you to readjust your expectations. Sharon said, this is great. I love the share method. Content is king, is definitely true. Yes. I want you guys to readjust your expectation of where you are right now in your business. And I really was like, I don't know if I want to say the word expectation, because here's what I'm trying to say is, where you are right now, everyone has started from the beginning. Everyone has started with 0 clients. Everyone has started with no product. Everyone has started with 2 clients, 3 clients. We don't come out the womb with 10 clients, 20 clients. We ain't come out the womb making 20,000. We didn't. So I want you to readjust, not lower your expectation, but readjust your expectation to where you are right now in your business. If you are at the beginning and you're not getting clients, that's expectations. Like, you were at the beginning, you I can expect that you wouldn't have clients. I can expect that you probably don't have a large following. I can expect that probably when you show up online that no one is there, no one views you. I've went months, almost a year, and no one viewed my video or hopped on with me live. So I had to readjust where I was in my business. So I'm gonna give y'all an example of readjusting. Okay. And again, these are my numbers of where I'm at right now. And this is a reel that I posted a couple of months ago, May the 2nd, right? And this reel was a reel of me sharing how to do something. I can't really see it on my screen because it's small, but it was me sharing how to do something. I created these slides and shared some tips. This got 305 views. It got me 16 likes. It got me 1 comment. It got me no shares and 1 save. Right? For some of you, you might not be getting as much on views, but this is about the average of my views, right? Drake says started from the bottom, now I'm here. And so this is the average of my real views. Now look, okay? I posted this May the 17th. This got over 3,000 some views, 116 likes, 17 comments, 15 shares, and 12 saves. This is considered viral content for me, for my post, for my Instagram. So this is setting expectations for myself. Now, people who have taught me about reels and how to market on Instagram and all these type of things, their views are close to 1 million. Their likes are close to thousands. Their shares and saves are in the thousands or hundreds. If I were to compare my first post with theirs, I would be hurt. My feelings would be truly hurt. So I had to set my own expectations for where I was. I wasn't really doing reels. I still don't really do reels a lot. I do them more now on Facebook because Facebook is paying me, and I'm going to talk about that to my to the club members really soon about all up in my business. I'm going to talk about how I was able to do that, but I had to readjust my own expectations. So I wanted to give you an example that we don't come out the womb making having millions of views or engagement on anything. I had to test to see what worked. So I had to readjust my expectation. And when you start to readjust your expectation, then you start to compete with yourself. You start to set goals for yourself. You start to set goals for your expectations, right? Again, inside the co-working session, Stephanie shared how many people that she really wanted inside of her masterclass, her 2-day event. And then she said, and she readjusted her expectations to say, you know what? I need enough members to pay for the bills for the month. When you set the, and she reached that expectation. So the next time Stephanie runs this marketing campaign, we're gonna set our expectations higher because we reached our first goal. We're gonna set it higher to the next level. You see? So I'm saying this because sometimes we get so hard on ourselves when we compare somebody else's, you know, day 100 to our day one. And we think we should be at that same level. Even when we've paid the money, we think we should get the same results as that person. Where even if you pay the money for the course or the program or the masterclass, you still got some come up. You got some steps that you got to work through. And again, what worked for her or him might not work for you just because of your lifestyle, your personality, and the way you deliver things. So, readjusting your expectations to where you are and who you are is what's going to make you a winner and make starting this coaching business a whole lot more simpler. Am I breaking that down to y'all? All right. Okay. So, that's bust a couple of more myths there. Okay. Cheryl says I need to do a self-analysis of my expectation with added discipline. Yes, right? And set those disciplines that meet your expectation. I don't know if you guys have ever read the book The Atomic Habits. One of the things that I love about one of the things he said about I'm not a person who goes to the gym. Like I've never been like an athlete, a workout person, whatever. I like, if I could go to sleep and wake up and be 20 pounds lighter, that would be awesome. But I know that's not gonna happen. Okay. But in the atomic habits, he talks about if you want to be a person that goes to the gym and start to work out, go to the gym, working out, go to the gym every day or every other day. He says start off by just going to the gym. Like drive your car to the gym and then walk into the gym and then walk back out. He says start that way. And he says do it, I think, for maybe 30 days or maybe shorter than that. But if you know that there's a certain time that you want to go to the gym, you have to get the mind and set the expectation, and the body, your mind has to set the expectations of what you want to do. So if you say, I want to go to the gym at 9 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, then you put on your gym clothes, you get in your car, and you drive to the gym. And you can just drive to the parking lot. And then maybe the next day you put whatever day you said you're gonna go work out, you put your gym clothes on, get in the car, and you go park, and maybe you go into the gym and then you come back out the gym. Until now that becomes a habit. That becomes a standard expectation of yourself that this is what you're going to do. And then you add a little bit more, right? I think they call it the 1%. Improve yourself, get better 1% every single day. That's all I had to do. That's all I did myself. I just got 1% better. Just show up online one day. One day. Do you have to have perfect lighting? Do you have to look all cute? Do you have to have all these nice lights? Just start off, right? I finally got my lighting right. Finally. And I've been doing videos forever. And I could not get my lighting right. I finally got it right this week. And I don't even know if this is right, but it's a lot better than where I started. But it didn't stop me. Okay. I set my expectation for where I was. I set my expectation on my budget of my monies, right? And I use what I have. Right now, I'm gonna be honest. If I could turn my camera around, I'll let y'all know I've got a scarf thrown over my ring light. I have a 4.99 ring light over here that I bought from Ollie's, and then I have another ring light behind me, which is called backlighting, that is tied on my chair with a scarf. I'm gonna take pictures of this so you guys can see it. I am working within my expectations. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox and we are going to bust the next myth. All right. So the next myth, and I think this is the last one, is that people buy from coaches they like. Now I thought this too. I thought like, I'm gonna give y'all a little face on this and I'm gonna be transparent again. I would see a cute little girl, right? She was cute and she was little and she was, spoke really smart. And I thought, oh, they are just buying from her because she's cute, right? She's cute. Y'all, that ain't the truth. I had to let my insecurities go and say that's not the case. People buy from you when you can solve a problem. People buy from you when they know that you got a solution to their problem. They ain't buying from you because of popularity, because you cute. That might help in some instance, but they are buying from you because you are solving a problem. They got a problem. They see that you got the solution to the problem. Okay. So if you fall in that same category, thinking the same thing like I did, people buy from coaches they like or think is cute or whatever. That is not the truth. That's farther from the truth. So far from the truth. They buy from you because you have a solution to their problem. So, how do you convey that you are the person who has the solution to their problem? Well, let me break that down for you. Let me break that down for you. Okay. I think someone just shared from Facebook the link to the Atomic Habits. Y'all can go look at that. All right. So, how do you do that? You teach what you know by solving the problem. You teach or what you know by solving a problem. So the first thing you could teach is you can say 5 ways to get clients. Okay, that's the first piece of content. You remember I shared with you, you can choose what type of content that could be. That could be a video, that could be a podcast, that could be a blog post, that could be you live streaming. Okay, and you just teach them 5 ways to solve whatever the problem that they're having. It can be 3 ways, it can be 10 ways, it can be how many other ways, right? So that's one way that you can help solve problems. The second way is how to do something, how to solve a problem. Again, we had a club member talk about that she drinks a lot of water. She drinks a gallon of water a day. I was like, how are you doing that? And she shared with us how she was able to get down a gallon of water. My problem is I don't drink a lot of water. I would love to be able to drink a gallon of water a day. She shared with us during the co working session how to solve that problem, how to drink more water, how to drink more water. So you can do that as well. The third type of way you can do is mistakes. People want to know what mistakes they're having, right? Mistakes we make trying to, quote, drink more water. What are some of the mistakes that you make trying to increase your water intake? Maybe you try to drink too much. Maybe you start off with a gallon and a gallon jug and it becomes overwhelming. Like these are mistakes that she could share as well. So the more that you can incorporate these into your content that you share, either through email, through social media, through public speaking, maybe you are speaking on other people's platforms, the more people are going to see you as a problem solver. Okay. You have a solution to people's problems. And if you incorporate these in any kind of way in your marketing or into your brand awareness, you're going to set yourself up for success. Now, here's some things that I see online. This is extra and this is bonus, right? And this is not me being nitpicky. This is just me helping you get better. I see that a lot of you are y'all hop online and you post a video and you don't share the title of what you're talking about. And 80% of the time, most people are not going to catch you live. And most of the time, people see your video and sometimes they scroll and they want to know what you're talking about. So that your title of your video when you go live or whatever, even if you don't know what you're going to talk about, come back and add the title. Tell people what it is that you're talking about. And see if you can use these three different ways or three different titles in some kind of way in that video. So if I hopped on live, right, and I did this presentation, right, maybe it was off the cuff, I would come back and I will share with you three ways on how the three mistakes that people or the three myths that people believe about starting their coaching business. That would be the title that I would put above my video because people want to see, they want to consume your content, but they want to know what the content is before they consume it. They don't want to feel like they're going to waste their time. So don't don't give people a chance or reason to scroll past your content. Put a title on it. Let people know what you're talking about. And you might be saying, because I can hear y'all. Y'all know I can hear through the screen, right? You probably saying, but sometimes Miss M or Miss Elise, y'all call me all different names, right? I don't know. I was just jabbing, right? I didn't really have a purpose. I just wanted to show up. That's great. But I want you to listen to the video. And I guarantee you, because all of you are super smart, you're always sharing something with somebody, even if it's motivation. And if you're sharing motivation, title that motivation above that video. Let people know what you are talking about. Okay. So that they know that you know that you know what you know. Right. So these are really simple titles that you can use to teach and let people know that you can solve their problem. All right? Am I making sense? Do you guys have any questions on what I've shared so far? I think that was the last myth anyway. Pam says, you give great examples. It makes it easier to connect the dots. Thank you so much, Pam. Stephanie just says, great information. Thank you, Pam. I mean, Stephanie, thank you so much. I'm assuming this is Rosa says you always are making a lot of sense. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So look, let's do a recap real quick on what I just talked about. I want you to start using the share method to help you with your posting. You don't have to post every day, but if you post with more intention, you're going to get more engagement. You're going to get that no like trust factor by using the share method. Create content for awareness and that promotes what you have to offer. Content is king. Most of the time we're consuming people's content all the time and not realizing that that content is doing two things. It is bringing awareness to who they are and what they have to offer, but it's also content that is promoting what they want us to buy or sign up for. Okay. Number three is to readjust your expectation, not lower your expectation. Readjust them for where you are right now in your business. Are you a beginner or merging, right? Starting off. Are you expanding? You got a few clients, right? But you want to expand in more territory. You want to scale up. Or are you an influencer? You have scaled up, you have started, you have clients, all these type of things. Now you are ready to hire. You're ready to expand. You want to go in different direction. You want to go into consulting. Readjust where you are based off your what level you are at in your business, and then set those goals, those number goals from that. Okay. And then provide solutions. Don't be a problem, be a problem solver. This is going to help you stand out. This is going to let people know that you know what you know. So if I was to tell someone right now, you're just starting off, what is it that you would recommend me do? I would say I want you to spend the next 30 days building brand awareness, letting people know who you are. And this is what will help you if you want to fast track it, right? If you want to fast track it, will be for you to download this 30-day launch plan. Because the first week is you positioning yourself. And I give you exactly what to say every day for 5 days. Now, you don't have to do it Monday through Friday. You can skip around. You can take the first week and you can spread it out 2 weeks. It's just you. I just gave you a simple framework, right? But I tell you what to post every day for 5 times. That could be Monday through Friday. That could be every other day. It could be however you want to. Okay. If you want to take the first week and expand it out for 2 weeks, you can do that. So if you have not downloaded that, go and download it today. The link is right here, or you can, if you're watching this in the replay, the link is going to be in the description below this video, above this video. I don't know where you watch. You might be watching it on YouTube or Facebook. But this is going to set you up for success. This is what is going to help you plan that out. And if you become a Coaching Business Simplified member, then you can join us during our co-working session and we can map this out. You can ask questions. You can plan this out. Get some of your questions out. You can actually get feedback from other members who have gone through this and who've done this and the results that they've gotten. Okay. All right. So next week, what do I have planned for y'all next week? Next week, if I can get my slides together, next week, we're going to be talking about how to get clients when you start your coaching business. So, I'm going to give you the step by step on how I got clients in my coaching business when I first started. I'm going to walk you through the whole entire process. Okay. I'm going to make it as simple as possible. So, come back next week and I'm going to share with you what I did to get clients. And a lot of it does have to do with the 30-day launch plan, but I'm going to give you examples as well. All right. So if you guys enjoyed this content, if you felt like this is valuable, please hit the share button. Let other people know sharing is caring. Give me a like, a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed today's content. Let me know if you're going to show up for me next week. If you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, definitely click the button so you can get notifications so when I go live. If you have not subscribed to my channel, then I want you to go ahead and subscribe to it right now. If you're watching me on Facebook, make sure you are following me and that you get notifications as well. Okay. I don't want y'all to miss this content. I want y'all to be ahead of the game. I want y'all to get all of these goodies, right? Because y'all know I be dropping gems like a jeweler. All right, guys. Y'all have an awesome and blessed day, and I will be talking to y'all very soon. Y'all have a great day. All right. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.